Hey, my name is Emily Teague, and today I'm going to be talking about posing for couples and my approach to it. My past couple of videos for Adorama have covered feminine and masculine posing, and the response in the comment section seems to be pretty good to those. So here we are with a third video on posing. Let me know if you're into seeing more of these types of videos or really any other topics that you'd like to learn more about. So I've got my friends Riley and Jeffrey here to help us out today. Riley is a professional model and her partner Jeffrey is not. He's a really cool musician. So I feel like this will be good to show whether you're directing someone who knows how to be in front of the camera or if it's one of their first times. There are all sorts of different ways to approach shooting, and I think it's always important to remember there's no one right way. So keep that in mind today and remember that what I'm teaching is just my approach, and I'm hoping that it'll be helpful for you too. So let's assume whoever you're shooting is not a model and might not feel entirely comfortable being in front of the camera. And instead of just one potentially uncomfortable person, you've got two. So first thing is we want to warm them up and get them to forget any intimidation or self-consciousness that they might be feeling. So let's get them moving. A simple go-to to start with is holding hands and walking. I like to perch myself down low at an angle and direct my couple to hold hands and walk past me. Some directions I'll give to get different results could be talk to each other as you walk, whisper something to him or her, look at each other as you're walking towards me, tell them a joke, hold on to their arm, try skipping, try running. And now hopefully they've warmed up a bit and forgotten any intimidation they might have. So hopefully you've also got some cool shots. Next up, let's keep active, and if they're into it, and only if they're into it, have one of them try giving the other one a piggyback ride. Have them walk around, maybe try a slight spin, and whoever is on top, let's have them lean in and kiss whoever's carrying them. Next, let's try a dip. This might go terribly, just like our piggyback ride, but the goal here really is to get them comfortable, laughing, silly, and having fun. So don't get stuck on that perfect pose so much as capture the moment of them having fun together. This genuine, silly moment. Showing that genuine connection between them is likely going to make for a more impactful final image. And now let's go for a spin. Try this a couple of times until you feel you've got something, and if one of them gets a little dizzy or stumbles, it might be another cute moment. So keep watching out for those in-between moments. Okay, now we can slow it down a little bit. Let's try Riley's arms around Jeffrey's neck. And for Jeffrey, we can have his arms around her waist. And I want him to really accentuate Riley's waist in a flattering way, so I'm going to have him tighten his hands a bit around her waist. And Riley can cross her wrists around his neck in this kind of joyous, relaxed way. And from here, we can have them look at each other, kiss, have Jeffrey kiss her forehead, try faces together, and hug each other with both of their eyes closed. And then maybe Riley can take her hand and place it on Jeffrey's chest, and try maybe a hand on his face, or mix it up, his hand or hands on her face, maybe something where he wraps his arms around her. So really, we're trying to get as many options as we can here. Maybe not all of these poses are going to be killer, but as a photographer, you're constantly directing them, so one, they feel more comfortable and taken care of, and two, we have all these options to choose from when we're culling the images. So at this point, you've likely got some great candid and beautiful options. Let's try some more static poses now. To start super simple, holding hands facing directly face on. You can play with emotion here, try serious, content, or looking at each other, which might make them smile. And on that note, if I'm shooting a couple, I'll often have them switch back and forth between looking at my lens and looking at each other. Those moments where they look at each other will often get a smile, but everyone has different levels of comfort staring into someone else's eyes for a long time, so to keep everyone comfortable, I try to keep this somewhat brief. Another more traditional shot is to try someone behind the other one with an arm wrapped around their chest and the other hand hanging down, holding the hand of the person in front of them. You can have them look at the camera, maybe look off to the side, maybe have whoever is behind kiss the back of their head and have that person in front look away or down. And last example for now, let's try to have them sitting. There's all sorts of stuff that we can do here. So let's have Jeffrey sit with his legs apart and have Riley sit in between his legs with his arm wrapped around her. We can also try sitting right next to each other and having one of them put their head on the other's shoulder, or try entangling their legs together and have foreheads together for a kiss. And finally, let's have Riley's legs fold to the side, and Jeffrey can have a knee up and another leg tucked underneath, and we'll have them try looking at each other. And from there, we can just keep playing around with more options. I hope this quick video on couples posing was helpful and maybe gave you some ideas for how to play with your couples. If it did, let me know in the comments or let me know some of your go-to directions. And of course, I'm always interested in hearing from you and what you would like to learn. So please let me know that as well. And I'll see you all next time.